back to the heavyweight division, back to the title fight on October the 25th in Abu Dhabi. It's a massive one. It's Tom Aspinall defending undisputed gold for the very first time, even though I think it should have been this way for a while, up against the Frenchman Ciryl Gane, looking to finally climb that mountain, finally get that belt, finally become undisputed champion. The man who has been by his side throughout the entirety of his MMA career, who has been by his side throughout all those title fights, all those big moments in the UFC, is our next and final guest of the day. He is Fernand Lopez. He's kind enough to join us. Let us go all the way to Paris and say hello to Fernand. Thank you, Fernand, for joining us. I appreciate it. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing really well. Thank you. It's great to have you on, and this is a big opportunity, obviously, for you and Ciryl. Let's start there if we can. Can I ask just your take on the last few months, because I feel like you guys were in limbo. If John comes back, you're not getting a title shot. He doesn't come back, you're getting a title shot. Has this been frustrated for you and the team because everyone was kind of up in the air?
No, at all. We wasn't frustrated because we know that's the game. That's the game. You need to be prepared for that, and you just need to keep training and be ready. That's it. That's what we was doing.
So if John would have come back and fought Tom, what do you think Ciryl would have done?
Well, that's the game, and we'll, after that, uh, the matchmaking will have set something up and try to give us anyway. You have to fight at some point, so you just have to wait and make sure that you're ready every time. That's it.
Were you holding out hope that it was going to be a title shot? Is that what you wanted?
I was pushing. I mean, to be honest with you, it's been very long waiting with the matchmaking, and my role as an agent was to push, push. So I was there. That was like me harassing them. There was no really no, but there was just Dana waiting to see likely what John Jones will do, and so we was there waiting and just being on shape and being ready that they can call us on any time.
I thought the UFC got it right. This was the fight to make. There's obviously a history between Tom and Ciryl that dates back several years. But there are some people, as you know, who said, no, he's gotten a couple of shots already. It should have gone to someone else. What do you say to those people who were critical of this matchup, this decision?
Also, that's the game. I mean, the entertainment is to have some people liking and some they don't like. It's subjective matter. I mean, like you do whatever you feel like is good for you. I don't think there's. I mean, ace is number one, and number one is number one, and you can twist that and move that around and try to do different things. But that's the game. When you are number one, you should be the challenger, and I think this is the good place.
Yes. His last appearance, his last fight was against Alexander Volkov in December. How did you feel about that fight, and in particular, Ciryl's performance in that fight?
Obviously, we were disappointed about that fight. Remember that even Ciryl the first, he was very disappointed. That's why he wanted to leave the cage because he was so mad of the situation that he just, as soon as the fight started, he threw a kick and then he feel like his feet was broken and couldn't do nothing on that. And so he was just fighting to try to win the fight, regardless of the injuries. So he was very disappointed him first, and then all the team we were disappointed. But again, he managed to have the victory, and we will not. I mean, like you take whatever W that you can have.
Yeah, he broke a few toes in that fight, right?
3 of them, yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them. And so how is his foot feeling now? Is he fully healed?
Yes, it's fine. He's bouncing around.
Okay. Did he need to take a long period off to fully heal again?
Yes, because I mean, like all your weight is on your step. If any step that you made it can remind you that you can, you cannot, you can. You just so you just have to wait and have the therapy and make sure that everything get fixed.
I have to say, Fernand, I see him playing basketball. I see him playing football. I get worried. He's a big guy. He's playing all these sports. I get worried. He's such a, he's a prize fighter. Do you get nervous when you see him playing these sports?
Welcome in my situation, bro. I'm crying every time. Like I'm fighting with all the team, all the crew that please stop this. Stop this. I can't anymore because every time that is out for the football or whatever he's doing, I'm really worried. So yeah, unfortunately, fortunately for his health, like he like to do that. He like to he's a sportman, so he like to do all of this stuff. But now that we have a date, we have an announcement, he can focus only on fighting.
Okay, so now that you have your assignment, October 25th, no more other sports, no more basketball, no more football, no nothing. Not allowed.
Nothing. No.
And he's going hard. Like he's dunking. He's not taking it lightly, right?
Yeah. Everything that he's doing with every. He's giving everything, but now he can just. He will just be focusing on MMA and probably some weekend play some golf
Okay.
or some shooting because he like to shoot that come him down, don't make him come down. So yeah.
When you think about this matchup against Tom, I'm sure you've thought about it for some time now. How do you beat Tom Aspinall? He's looked so good. He's looked so dominant. His fights are so quick. In your opinion, how do you beat this man?
Let me turn you back the question. Do you remember when Ciryl was going to fight Francis?
Yes.
Okay. The question was, how do you beat Ciryl? Everyone was asking, how do you beat this man? Because he knows everything. He's very good on everything. He's well-rounded. No one in the division was hitting the heel hook, guillotine, arm triangle, everything. He was training with a twister, everything. Everyone was saying how good it is and how can they stop him. And that the same thing happened with Francis. When Francis was fighting Stipe for the first time, everyone was like, who can stop Francis? Till you get to the cage and then you figure out that there's someone before you that have a little bit experience, he's been there before, seen that before, and that's what is calm. It's know what is coming. So on 25th, we'll figure out.
And I totally understand what you're saying, but just in terms of like Tom, the challenge, the puzzle that is Tom, when you see him, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of weaknesses. Unless I'm not a coach, I'm not an expert like you. What do you see?
What I'm saying is that I think Tom is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best. If it's not, he's one of the best. But I just want to let you know that people they tend to overreact and overrate someone very quickly, and they don't measure that. Okay, let's check, really check. You guys are telling us that this guy was doing BGG very long time when he was teenager. So during all this time, what title did he get on the BGG or grappling? Did he won any ADCC? What did he? What happened? So I think that we need to be a little bit careful of what you're saying, and obviously, you know that I will not tell you right now what I'm saying as a whole. What I just know is that if we are taking this fight, we are pretty sure that Ciryl can pull this out because it's a hard fight. But I think Ciryl have what it takes.
And you've had to prepare for Tom in the past, right? Because a fight of yours back in October of 2020, Alan Baudot fought him, right? And you were in his corner.
Yes.
Would you say Tom has improved a lot since then?
Yeah, a lot, obviously, a lot. But that was different thing, different time, and the opposition wasn't the same thing, and he made the good choice. He showed that he was, how to say, very smart because he could have stayed on the feet and box with Alan Baudot, but as soon as he felt that Alan Baudot was throwing kind of elbows around everything, throwing like a mad. He just level change, brought him down and finished him. So yeah, I can tell that he's a smart guy and he have a good fight IQ. And I expect very hard opposition. But again, what I'm saying is that I'm not sure that everything that people tend to list as strength, I'm not sure that that's strength. When you get to the title, you need a little bit more experience. You need, I think that he will know, he will find out when, no matter what happened in the octagon, he will feel the difference. He will know what we're talking about when you get there and then you're doing your title for the first time. It's not easy.
I think during that trip to Fight Island, like you obviously interacted with Tom, right? And Ciryl interacted with Tom. You were there with his dad as well. What do you remember
Yeah,
from that?
yeah. I mean, I remember they were so cool. I was like, genuinely, I find Tom Aspinall very cool that time. His dad was so respectful man and very kind. And when we meet, I think that we met another time in New York. I don't remember the place. And we was laughing together. And the dad was saying that I hope this fight will happen the later than we can so we can make more money. It was kind of respectful and very friendly situation. That's what I find kind of weird, the attitude of Tom now for Ciryl. Like it seems a little bit, I mean, we are like, it's kind of annoying with, whining around saying that uh, Ciryl dug him and this and that. Like everyone dug him. He's walking around with a dog. I mean, it's kind of annoying because generally when we meet him, the few times that we meet with them, with the family, everything was so respectful and smooth. I mean, even in Paris, uh, the guy decided to fly from London by himself. He decided by his own to come in Paris and challenge Ciryl. Okay,
Hmm.
arrived there, and then no one of the USA asked us if we want Tom to get in the cage. No one. I mean, everything was smooth. And then you have someone cage side and will say to you, "Well, I want to fight you. Well, can you call me out? Why should I do that?" So the Ciryl didn't call him out. Obviously, he's looking forward and he's trying to think about how to make better on his career. So he was looking forward to try to fight with maybe John Jones. But because at that time, I think that Tom was fifth in the ranking, something like that. And that very, very night where Tom was saying that he was kind of frustrated because uh, he didn't had Ciryl calling him out. At the same night, you can see them with Bisping, with Ciryl hanging around in after party. There was playing. Everything was very friendly. So I don't know if he's pretending or what he's doing, but I find that very annoying. I can understand what John Jones is saying, that this sounds annoying to come back and try to tease people. I mean, the fight will happen. It's happening. So let's just come down. We'll be having this fight. Yeah.
To the best of your knowledge, because he was talking about trying to make the fight happen. Was it ever in the works? Was it ever offered to you guys? Was the UFC ever saying we want to make this fight happen, and you guys were interested in something else?
Not whatsoever. I mean, this is something that I'm kind of wondering. Do you guys, journalists, media, do you have to? Can you ask to Dana White, enter, Mick, whatever can you talk with matchmaking and just make sure that people stop lying out there? Because this is a totally lie. Like matchmaking are not made in the cash side. I mean, thankfully, it's not happening. It's not, I cannot just, I mean, no one, like now, Almeida cannot come around the cage of Tom Aspinall and say, Tom, I'm the next. And then if Tom do not answer to the call out, then Tom be called a dog because he avoid that fight. That does not make sense. If you want to make a fight, you talk with your manager talk with the matchmaking. Me, as an agent, I never receive, no one never mentioned Thomas Spinal name before the Manchester, which happened during a shooting, moving shooting that we had the permission from UFC. We asked to UFC, what is the frame of time where we can have a film shooting for Ciryl and there will not be a fight. And they say, okay, this is your frame time. We went there, we had that movie, we signed the contract with a lot of money on the table. We signed the contract, and we have to go till we have to deliver when we sign the contract. So we have the UFC coming back, Fernand. So Hunter called me and said, Fernand, I have this situation. I have the opportunity for Ciryl to fight in July, Manchester. Will you take a fight? I'm like, no problem. We can take a fight, but you will have to deal with the Netflix people and see what you can work out with them. And so he said, leave that with me. So he had a dinner with Ted, I think the number one of the Netflix. They had that chat, and then Hunter went back to me and said to me, "It's not happening because that would cost a lot of money to cancel everything or to rebook the filming." That's it. So that means zero time. We didn't have zero back down fight with Thomas Pina. That this need to stop. So you need to go there and ask to matchmaking. Have you ever contacted Fernand Lopez for this, or do you ever contact Ciryl Gane for this? And you will know you have the answers. This is what missing in the MMA media. I mean, like there's a lot of speculation, but not any truth, not any verification.
And I understand and appreciate that. That's why I wanted to have you on the program to talk about all of this. So would it be fair to say that Ciryl shares your sentiment that you said it's a bit annoying? Does he find it all very annoying as well?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, he's disappointed because this is a guy that when they meet, they was kind of friendly, they were kind of respectful, and he feel he's kind of dishonest to just be there whining and saying, well, you know what, this guy was trying to fight him, and then, I mean, like, let me ask you something. Do you remember that when Tom Aspinall become interim champ, Ciryl called him out and said to you, I'm available. What was the answer of Thomas Pinal? He said, no, because you snowed me in Paris, you will fight first Gelton Almeida. So Tom substituted Dana White and become the matchmaker to try to fix the match between Almeida and Ciryl Gane. And no one called Thomas Final like a dog, So this is I don't understand how you can have double standards. Sometimes when it's Ciryl is trying to think about having a better fight, you don't understand it. But when Ciryl come to you and say, okay, now you're champ, I'm number one contender. Can I come fight with you? No, I'm not. I don't want to fight with you. That's double standard. I don't understand that.
So I think part of your response is because he put out a video when this fight was announced saying this is the fourth time and finally it's going to happen and I'm going to erase him from the division. He won't get any more title shots. This is his third time. Did you see this video and did that bother you even more?
No, I mean, the part of the whining where he's talking about people avoiding him and I mean, like, do you really think that in this division, when you get in the top 10 and when you get to the third, the second, the first one, the champ, do you really think that people are making their choices guided by the fear? I mean, that make no sense. Do you really think that anyone in the fight game in the top 10 will be scared of? I mean, Ciryl have been fighting with I mean, like with you can name it whatever you want. Like Derek Lewis, one of the
Yeah.
best knockout artists in the division. Jerzino, Francis Ngannou, everyone. So it's not about being scared of someone. It's about making choices. Like making choices. I choose to fight with you, or I don't choose to fight with you, and we will call you a coward or someone who dug a fight when the UFC make the proposition and you said no, not because anyone called you out. And this is the part that annoying me. But him saying that he will retire Ciryl Gane or he will arrest Ciryl Gane for the title running makes sense for me. This is fair enough. I mean, this is fair. It's okay. I mean, it's try to build the fight and try to clash a little bit, but you need just to keep this in mind. Tom Aspinall has more pressure on him that any other fighter I never experienced in the last decade. Because could you imagine what will happen if Thomas Pinal do not deliver on October 25th? I mean, that will be beyond the embarrassment. I think this is a lot of pressure that you don't want to take in your shoulder. I think when they get locked up in the cage, you will understand why Ciryl Gane was that in that silence, just being there, just thinking, just training, and just making there that is delivered. Because when you get some experience, you understand that everything that we talk and we can just talk is just talking. And the real thing will happen during the fight.
I love this. I love this, Fernand. This is great stuff. Can I ask, do you feel like this is Cyryl's last chance to become UFC champion?
I think that uh, I, I can't call it right now, but I think that this is a big time for Cyril. This is the time that we have been waiting. Like this is the moment to become a champ. And if when Cyril become champ, he can keep trying to go for defending the title or maybe going around and try to fight if he lost the title. But let's just focus on Thomas Pinard and let's just focus on what will happen that day. And this is what we're trying to do right now. I'm not thinking, I don't want to put even more pressure on my guy, telling him this is your last chance to have
Sure,
this
sure.
title. It's not about title. It's about the journey. It's about the what how did you learn on this? Like we made I made some mistake. He made some mistake. This poster that I have here in my background, I keep this poster there to remind me that I made some mistake and I had 2 times the chance to become champ with Ciryl Gane and we miss it. And we own that mistake and we learn from that mistake and we will make sure that we use that as a motivation and win this fight.
Against Francis, what was the mistake?
Well, the mistake was that I didn't make it to convince my guy that Francis will take him down. Like you heard Cyril saying that in the interview that I said that to him maybe 100 times, but he said that he was convinced that even he get thrown down, he would submit Francis because he felt like his ground game, technically speaking, was better than Francis, but he didn't take in account the strength of Francis. I mean, the power that Francis possesses. He just played the grappling, like the blocking grappling. So Cyril tried to hit a guillotine and then went from Kimura and then went from the sweep and then tried to hit a heel hook. And the guy was just, something huge and strong that it couldn't move and get exhausted with that. So this is the mistake that I own, which is don't say my God did not listen to me. You have to make sure that you convince him that this guy will shoot a takedown. Because when Ciryl Gane is aware of takedown coming, bro, it's very hard to take him down. When Ciryl is convinced that this guy will take me down at the first minute of the game, good luck to take him down because of the movement, because what it can do. So obviously you can tell in the first two rounds with Francis that Ciryl was confident that okay, this is striking game. We don't we and in the end of the game we were like okay, now I understand why you told me 100 times Ciryl Francis will bring you down because at some point when you have this kind of game that Ciryl possesses, which is moving and distance management, people they don't like to stay around with you because you expose their weakness. You expose how if they are not good on the feet, you expose them. So people they will just try to cut the distance and make sure that no one sees what's going on in the striking department.
And so I know you say that you want to focus on Tom, but is part of the dream you win the belt on October 25th and then you welcome John Jones back? Is that a dream to get that one back, to right that wrong? Do you think of that?
Uh, it's not a dream. It's like I just want to mention that Ciryl is not what I know from Ciryl. I'm not talking for him. What I know from Ciryl is not focused on revenge fight, like try to fight back Francis or try to fight back John. Just this is not his focus. He know how to move on and move forward. But if that happen, that's a good thing because John's still a big name, and if you can, I believe that if they do this fight with Jones 10 times, we don't have the same result. I mean, like we genuinely we wouldn't have the same result.
What do you think? 9 out of 10 for Ciryl?
Ariel, you want to get me in trouble?
No, you said that. I mean, what, 5 out of 5? So 6 out of 4? So 8 out of 2? We'll go with 9 out
I'm
of
not
10.
good. I'm not good in mathematics. I'm not good in algebra. Let me leave me alone.
Okay,
Bro.
fair enough. What do you think? What does your heart say? How do you win on October 25th? What are you feeling?
To be honest with you, I don't think that you can leave any stone unturned with Tom. I think Tom can do it all, and you have to be ready to beat him in everything. So we are really training. Like, listen, this last 6 months, my schedule has been almost entirely focused on running the Ciryl Gane camp setup. And with the announcement, the next 3 months will be uh, as intense that I just said. So we are just training, and make sure that we we do it all. I don't want to let any department saying that, well, you know what, I will be focused on striking because I cannot become a best wrestler. No, we keep wrestling and we keep grappling. And I'm not focused on grappling and leave the striking because Tom can do it all, and we are ready and prepared to do it all. And now we are ready, like now, like for tomorrow. Ciryl is ready to fight tomorrow. So we have time. Now we just have to keep no injury, nothing, just be ready and keep going till the fight.
And I see you have another one in the factory, Dave Fotsing. This guy looks like a giant. How big is this guy? Look at this guy right here. What is going on here? He looks like 2 times bigger than Ciryl in this picture.
No, because that was the end of the training, and Ciryl was like lean a little bit inside, and
Okay.
the picture looks like he's 2 times, but actually they're almost the same. The picture was just he was sitting very very tall, and Ciryl was lean back and sitting inside, and that's what you have, that picture like this, but it's not that big.
Okay.
It's not that
But he's
tall.
2-0, so he's new, right?
Yes.
How long before we start to see him into a Contender Series, UFC, something like that? What do you think?
Very soon, because Nick contacted me about him.
Oh, wow.
So he said they're preparing a contract for him, and I'm pulling back a little bit because I want him to have like 2, 3 fights before getting there, and they already knows about him like very well.
Yeah, as they should. He looks very impressive. Can't wait for this, Fernand. Thank you so much for the time. Bon courage. Good luck to you and the team. Appreciate you joining us. And we send our best to you and everyone, and to Ciryl as well.
Always a pleasure to talk with you, my friend. And Ariel, thank you. Bye-bye.
Merci, merci. There he is, the one and only Fernand Lopez. Great stuff. Nice little table setter. I got excited there. For the 25th of October. That's some good stuff there. I liked it when it came out about the annoying. That's good stuff. Yeah. One of these days we'll have Tommy on as well. Perhaps we can have one Ciryl Gane as well. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.